YouTube, what is up? Budsterbrown back to give you my thoughts on Halloween Kills. I've already reviewed Halloween 2018, so if you want to watch it, you can go to my channel or just click the link in the description. Also, unlike the last video, I'm filming with my iPhone as opposed to my Canon T7i. So let me know if you like the Canon or the iPhone better. It would really help me with the quality of my videos that I'm trying to make. Without further ado, let's get into my thoughts on Halloween Kills. So if you watched my Halloween 2018 video, you would know I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's a fine movie overall, but it's really just not my cup of tea of what I was looking for in a Halloween sequel. And although I think Halloween Kills has a lot of flaws, I vastly prefer it to Halloween 2018. Here's why. I think the best thing that Halloween Kills has over Halloween 2018 is that it has its own sense of identity. Halloween 2018, to me, felt more like a ripoff of John Carpenter's Halloween with a few tweaks as opposed to a new direction for the franchise. While Halloween Kills, although falling into that category somewhat, feels more fresh and unique in its own way. Although there's still a lot of overuse of nostalgia in this movie like 2018, and you could argue it's worse in this movie, I feel like it's better implemented. There's a couple of flashbacks that went back to that first night in 1978 where Michael Myers was unleashed on Haddonfield, and I felt that they really helped the flow of the movie, and I felt like they added to the theme of the movie, and I felt that it sort of all came together. Whereas in Halloween 2018, it felt like they were just like, hey, remember that, remember that, remember that, where although these were flashbacks to maybe a more nostalgic time, it felt new. One element I liked about the movie that adds a unique flavor to me is the idea that mob mentality can create monsters. I'm not going to say it was like the most expertly implemented, as it got a lot of criticisms, but I still think it was implemented well enough that I enjoyed its inclusion. Basically, there's an inmate that escaped at the same time as Michael did from the first movie, and he's been wandering around. And so the people of Haddonfield are being all riled up because Michael Myers is killing people. So when they see this inmate running around, they think, hey, that's gotta be Michael, and they chase him up the hospital steps, and then he ends up jumping off the building. And it shows that when people are all riled up, it doesn't really matter who the bad guy is, they'll find him because they're scared. And although they had a picture of Michael, they know what Michael looks like, and they know that this guy's not Michael, or you'd think they would know. I get that when you're in that mode and you're in a crowd, you're more likely to do stupid things. We've seen in real life scenario people doing stupid things, and you're just like, why do they do that? And it's because they're in a crowd. That's the reason why they did it. And I feel like the mob mentality angle is something that is prevalent, and I think it's done somewhat effectively, and I like its use. And it is more relevant by the day. Another superficial element that I like about this movie a lot is the Carnage Candy. Trademark Cody Leach. Now, let me be clear, if you're someone who doesn't like gore, that's not your thing, then yeah, this is negative. But Michael Myers kills a lot of people, and he does it in the most brutal fashion you could think of, and it's awesome and terrifying. At some point, it takes on a whole squadron of firefighters, and he just wrecks them, and it's like a supervillain. And it's cool. And one of the more chilling moments is when there's an elderly couple and he starts stabbing the husband in front of the wife who's slowly dying down. And it also brings out something that I've always liked about the character of Michael Myers, is this sort of childlike curiosity within the character. It's almost like he's like, here's a knife, stab. Here's a knife, stab. It's like he's just testing. It's like a kid playing in a sand lot, making sandcastles, but he's doing it in the most crazy way. And I like that about him. And there's so many of these really good kills throughout the movie that I feel like not only are like good if you're a gorehound, but it shows the brutality of Michael Myers, and it shows how disgusting he would be. And I like that about it. I'd also have to say this has got to be one of the most brutal versions of Michael Myers that we've ever seen. The only one that comes close in my mind is the Tyler Mane one from Rob Zombie's movies. But other than that, this guy takes the cake. Once again, Nick Castle reprises the role as Michael Myers, and he does a fantastic job. He gets all the mannerisms that he had in 2018, and he just brings it back, and it's so good. And it's like one of those things where you're like, I'm happy to be a Halloween fan when I see this guy. It makes me feel good. There's some flashbacks in the movie, and I think they work really well to sort of show off what happened to Michael Myers in 2018. And it's nostalgia, but it's cool, bro. And it's also, the way they film it is in such a unique way that it adds flavor. And I think that's the thing I want to stress about Halloween Kills. The movie has its own sense of identity, and it separates itself from other Halloween movies. It's not as unique as Rob Zombie's Halloween movies, but at the same time, people hated Rob Zombie's Halloween movies. It strays away from the formula a little bit, but still retains everything you'd want in a Halloween movie. Some interesting social commentary, Michael Myers killing people in brutal fashions, Laurie Strode talking about the evil that's coming. Okay, that dialogue was pretty bad. But other than that, it was good. It's got a lot of enjoyment factor, it's got some good social messages. It's just overall a really enjoyable movie that feels fresh. And that's something that I have to stress is a rarity. It feels unique. And although there are some things at the end that bother me, namely Michael Myers is pretty much invincible and can't be stopped, and kind of just randomly kills Laurie Strode's daughter, and it comes out of nowhere. That was kind of weird. I feel like the movie has enough merits to make it a great time to watch on Halloween. And I, on any given day, would take Halloween Kills over Halloween 2018. Because to me, Halloween 2018 is a nostalgia-ridden humor fest that has no sense of identity and feels so similar to John Carpenter's original, while also mixing in a lot of the movie tropes of today, that it just doesn't stand that well on its own merits. Whereas Halloween Kills feels very unique, and yeah, sometimes it doesn't always stick the landing. I'm not saying this is the best Halloween movie ever made, but it got a lot of cool stuff, and I definitely prefer it to Halloween 2018. However, will I like Halloween Ends more than all of them? The movie comes out tomorrow, and I am very excited to see it, and I will be dropping a review on the movie and comparing it to the other two in the franchise. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and comment down below if you liked Halloween 2018 better, or if you think Halloween Kills edges it out. And let me know if you prefer the iPhone over the Canon T7i that I used in the last video for Halloween 2018. That being said, I can't wait to see you guys for Halloween Ends. Take care.